Blitzer Husk.
Enemy fleet approaching.
Now they're actually bringing in an actual fleet. We should probably go over and defend our capital planet, don't we? Let's see. What can we? Let's use the Executor to actually get through. I will get to land combat soon. Again, we are still building our assault force here. That should be plenty.
Constructing unit.
You know what? Let's just do this with the Executor in orbit while we're here. Put you down. Oh, you can stay in orbit. Let's see. You have to go.
Destination set.
Can we quickly kill this?
Affirmative.
Take control of this planet? I think we can.
Invasion commencing.
I've seen Ed in chat. Let me quickly read the rest. Yeah. I can't look at that, the monitor right now. Since of course I am on stream and in game. What do I think about the... This is a nice map. This is a very, it's a very good looking map. There's not a lot of open space, so there's a lot of corridor combat. Imagine just stuffing this full of rocket troops and just have the enemy like funnel in from like that direction. That would be great. It's actually a great map for artillery.
Choose your reinforcements.
Moving to coordinates.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Go on.
Moving to destination.
So you're not actually useful on the ground. But you don't take up any command points, so we may as well. Oh, we are... What's that? Right, LAATs.
Standing by.
Let's get ready.
Reporting.
So can we just kill that? Oh yeah, we can. It doesn't even kill them. As much as I love the combat in this mod, it does have a couple of really weird things. Like that should really one-shot this, in my opinion. If you have one of these epic fucking artillery pieces, it should really deal a lot more damage. You can actually stay here since
awaiting your order. Yes,
you're not actually doing anything. I'm not even sure why I landed, to be honest with you. Alright, we have the fast 8080s now. With like turbo lasers and shit. Let's attack move here. Always thought this light mesh was very well done. Very nice. It's basically just a mesh additive shader with a bit of light around it. Wait, while you're here doing nothing, you can actually go and capture that. You can't?
Yes, sir. Destination is acknowledged. I'm en route. En route.
Come on, dude.
Order acknowledged.
He's stuck, never mind. Oh yeah. So this is just death. They do have one of those though.
Reporting in.
I don't think it's going to save them. I think I could just keep walking, to be honest with you. Well, maybe not you. You are right in the line of fire. Don't fire at the shield. You know what? Let's actually get through the shield, because this is a lot of firepower inside the shield that I can't actually get through with none of these units. So this is actually a bit of a problem. Maybe I should have approached from... Can you even approach from here? Can an 8080 approach from here? It should be. No, it can't even get through. Okay, so this is literally the only way through. Never mind. You are in. Take down that shield. As are you. Maybe I should keep them moving. You would really be better placed over here. And then just firing all the way across. Okay, and now we just let them fire at whatever they want to. Artillery is slowly getting into position.
AT-AT destroyed.
One of our AT-ATs big. The big one. Okay, artillery is in position. Let's turn them around. And let's see how many shots it takes to take down one of these. Quite a few, as it turns out. I think they actually missed. At least they fire quite quickly, right? These are the Mark IVs. Bombardment. Let's take care of these infantry units. Let's start targeting. Now let's focus on their armor first, and preferably that thing. Man, ground combat in this mod is so cool. You actually get to see some war that lasts a bit longer than, like... You know, you actually get battles, which you don't get in a normal mod because everything is too fast-paced. But you could solve by just spamming a whole bunch of units, but I think this mod with a high health does it better. You do get some weird side effects like the... Like super heavy artillery, like not killing vehicles, but... That's just a side effect. Having the battles does actually offset that little bit of weird stuff, in my opinion. It's so weird to get hover vehicles to not look awkward while in the air. This is true. This game was not really designed with them in mind. Hey, I was not. You're right, I would talk a little bit about that. So, about the Dreadnought versus Dreadnought. It's nice to have a little bit of, you know, Star Wars-oriented media, especially if it's big Dreadnought battles, because that's something we never get. Unfortunately. Is this where I just auto-resolve everything and win? I don't think they have anything else. Well, aside from a little bit of infantry. These guys are still firing. This is why setting up artillery in these corridors is very good. But yeah, I was going to talk a little bit about the Dreadnoughts video. So it's nice to get a little bit of Star Wars oriented media in that sense, because of course you don't really get to see any huge battles in Star Wars. I mean, aside from like Episode 3 maybe, and I mean the Battle of Endor wasn't all that much to like all about, let's be honest. Aside from that, I think a lot of work went into making it. I do think that it could have done with a little bit of more artistic supervision, in my opinion. Because there were a couple of odd things about it, in my opinion. That again, this is just my opinion. I think they went for making it try to look cinematic, which is great, but you know. Oh wait, there's fire chain. I think it would have looked better if they actually went with a more lore-based thing, which, for example, you know, a more... How do I say this and not look like an ass? Because I'm sounding like an ass right now. Like, the point I'm trying to make is actually a pretty good one, I'm just not voicing it correctly. Right, I think it should be said this way. I would have liked to see a more logic-oriented battle instead of a more flashy-oriented battle, which of course they tried to go for the cinema. Oh wait, are these 8080 drivers? Are these the guys that got killed? This guy's still stuck down here, so it has to be interesting. More interesting shit in this mod. Anyway, yeah, I would have liked to see a more logic-oriented battle instead of the cinematic type of battle, because we've been getting the type of cinematic flashy shit from the new movies, right? And everyone is like, yeah, it's flashy, but can we maybe get some, you know, something a little bit more realistic in there, maybe? Yeah, you know, maybe a little bit more Battlestar Galactica focused combat? Something like that. Of course, we've not been getting that from the movies, which is why I'm a little disappointed that the E.C. Henry and Eckhart didn't actually end up going for that, since this was their chance, you know, to do something like that. But instead they decided to make it a little bit more flashy, a little bit more cinematic, nonsensical as well, of course. That, of course, just comes with that. Okay, wherever they are, I'm just gonna... Right. Yeah, they decided to go with a more cinematic type video, whereas I would have liked to have seen a little bit more. Maybe strategy, maybe a little bit, you know... Again, a little bit more Battlestar Galactica oriented stuff.
Tactical battle imminent.
What? Oh, they're actually invading Corsa now. I think we should be fine, yeah. Let's ensure that we are, though, by fighting the battle ourselves. Alright, boys, get over there.
Yes, sir. The enemy has been spotted. Ready to go.
Shields up.
Can we just drive right through them?
Scouting.
I think we can. The AI will run away, but...
On my way.
Alright, these were the fucking...
Ready.
These little miniature fucking... They can't actually drive over infantry.
Roll out. Deploying.
I don't know who came up with the concept for this thing, but... It is. It's a little silly. It's a little not very Star Wars looking. Let's actually get this guy down here so we can fit more dudes in this agglomeration of death.
Unit destroyed. Unit destroyed. Unit destroyed.
Alright, now just stand there and win, basically.
Unit destroyed. Unit destroyed. Unit destroyed. Unit destroyed.
Right, let's drive through the battlefield.
Unit destroyed.
The hell are these things for? Chariot light assault vehicle. They only have a single laser. That really doesn't seem all too good for me. Then again, who knows, I may be wrong. These may actually be great units. These don't actually fire unless you target them. Let's hurry the fuck up. What are you building now, waiting for the Tyrant to be finished? I remember you were making a Krillin cruiser, but imagine you finished it. No, it's not finished yet. It will be soon, though. We've been,
Yes, Commander.
Luckily, the Krillin destroyer's not that much work to... Did you just hit my own fucking Juggernaut? I think it just hit my own Juggernaut. Anyway, that's not finished yet. We're still working on it. It's allowed me a lot of time for other things, which if you look on the updates channel, you'll find a lot of other shit that's been happening in the meantime.
Right away.
You know, not having these giant builds every time and building something smaller like the Krillin destroyer does free up a lot of time for other things. So that's what we're doing now. The current build poll is actually going right now. If you head over to Patreon, you can vote. Yeah, and tomorrow during the 24-hour stream, we're actually doing another 24-hour build stream. It's been a while since we've done one.
Reporting in.
Oh, they did yet. Can we get rid of this infantry this way? Because they've got quite a few clubs. Well, I mean, if we hit them, I imagine. I don't know who the hell came up with this concept, but there's some weird ass shit in Star Wars, has to be said. Like, what the hell is this supposed to be?
Base is under attack.
No idea. These may have actually been from the old Rogue Squadron 3D game, now that I think about it. I mean, they do have some anti-infantry weapons. Mostly just big guns, though.
What are your orders? Attacking target.
Base shield generator destroyed.
Build turbo lasers on Corsa. Yeah, we probably should. I really think the tank droid looks like it should be half the size. Yeah, it really kind of towers over everything else, doesn't it? And it's got this giant ass, like, ship-grade giga cannon.
Our base is under attack.
What do you mean our base is under attack? The hell? They actually got through?
Destroyed.
This is new. So, can these guys actually kill that?
There they are.
Do we have upgrades? No, I don't think this mod does upgrades. No.
Tank brigade ready. Scanning target. Rolling out.
Form up. Changing course.
Go on, boys. Chase it down. Don't these have a high top speed?
Unit destroyed.
350 kilometers an hour. I think I tested this once. I don't think we actually got it up to that speed.
New
Let's see.
coordinates.
So if I start you over there and I run you all the way down here, how fast do you get?
Let's roll.
We are victorious.
I don't think we get to test it after all. They stop sending in reinforcement and subsequently die. Oh, they do start moving quite quickly if they actually get a straight line. Alright, turbo lasers. Spilled a couple 80-80s here. Right, I was about to send the executive there, but now that the fleet's been dealt with, we may as well go with this. Let's see, we got one of those. Let's build a couple
Constructing
more.
unit.
We don't have any of those over here. I do actually like
AT-AT ready.
Constructing unit.
these for assault, mostly because they're so OP. I mean, they cost a lot of money. I shouldn't just call them OP like that, but let's be honest, they're quite good at what they do. Let's get you in here. Not that that matters much. Alright, so we've got the Sovereign in orbit.
Invasion commencing.
Yeah, Rock, you should definitely become patron, man. I met. What the fuck is this? Is that supposed to be like
Base shield
traffic? There must be traffic, but it doesn't have a texture. This is a little funky. Maybe it's not in range and it just shows the sprite? I have no idea, man.
Destination set.
at maximum unit capacity.
Alright, so why don't we just move forward? Does this get into range and can we see it? No, it's just actually white. That's very peculiar. Nice map, though. I like the addition of these little traffic lanes.
Yes, Commander.
Lots of fog, though. You really need to zoom in to actually get to see anything. You know what? It may actually be the fog ruining this effect. Whatever. Let's attack. Straight for the base.
We'll clear the way for you.
There we go. But yeah, I really would have liked to see them do a little bit more than just flashy video on the Dreadnought versus Dreadnought video. Of course, that's the way they went, and of course that's their choice. It's fine. I personally would have liked to see something different from. You can get into every single one of these. Ooh, fucking imagine trying to get through. Imagine having a whole ton of. What are you firing at? There's nothing here. Why are you firing at this poor human dwelling? Apparently they see it as hostile. Ah, these things. Firehawk heavy repulsor tank.
Bombing run available.
Oh wait, I can just do this, can't I? And then the bombing run will target anything in sight. Of course, they're not going to get through the base shield, but that's okay. There should be other. Oh, now we get actual TIE bombers? What the fuck? Interesting. So that seems to do more damage. I don't know if this is doing more damage. Nice model for the TIE Bomber too. I like it. I don't know if we are doing more damage than the TIE Targeters, which are our normal bombing weapon. I mean, that one only has missiles. This actually fires torpedoes, so I suppose it is in fact better. Are we winning?
Prepare to target the enemy.
Oh, right. That's one of these transport units. We should be good here. We should be good. Yeah. Really unfortunate they just, you know, dropped into dreadnoughts right beside each other and just said, well, this is a cool video. It's like, come on, guys. We can do better. Don't do what the last Jedi did, which is just smash ships into each other for the sake of making it look cool. Now, I could go to capture this. Actually, I can't because I don't have any infantry. So, what we see is what we get. We do have a couple of reinforcements.
Choose your reinforcements.
In case this assault force fails, but this really should do it. If it doesn't, then may have kind of overreached. Because our reinforcements are not as powerful as this, what we have down on the planet currently.
Ready. Attack that target.
So that dude's just like, let me just fly into this heap of metal.
Bombardment available.
Didn't work out for him, of course. We should target the power generator. However, again, we have to get through the shield first. Unless there is an... Oh, look at that! A power generator. How great. Would you look at that? Base shield offline? Boy, you don't mind if I do. So when you destroy this, does it actually have a death animation? Don't think I can actually fire at it directly. I can't fire at that one, apparently.
Bombing run available.
Wait, so we're just... As soon as it takes damage, you can no longer target the buildings? What? Except for that one that actually has dudes in it. Right, so there's no, like, fall down animation or anything.
We'll clear the way for you.
Right, TIE bombers. I wonder if you can also get heavier
Attack run.
garrisons than the TIE bomb. I think the Sovereign may also have... I know, does it have the TIE interdictors? I mean, those would be amazing for bomb runs. See, they're just sniping everything from long range and they're not able to do anything. Let's just get them in there. Wow, they actually blew one up. Cheeky shits.
Commencing attack.
Can you tell me how to edit the income from mines? Says JR, please make the revs. I'm sorry, sir, but that will not be happening anytime soon, I'm afraid. I can, however, tell you how to edit the income from the mine. Simply find the corresponding XML file, which I don't actually remember what that is. It may be space buildable skirmish, and then change the mines so that they have, or so that they give you more income. That is actually as simple as opening the file, looking at the correct value, or looking for the correct value. It will be very self-explanatory, and then simply increasing the number. These artillery pieces are really fucking powerful. It says particle. Does it say particle cannon or particle beam? Particle cannon, okay. I think it's just the shot from the vanilla Forces of Corruption starbase. Doesn't look as flashy. Okay. Are all these props also in the vanilla game? I really don't know. Because these are some nice lighting, nice everything, nice light effect. They really put a lot of effort into the props for this mod. I can't recall if this is... If props like these, for example, are actually... Here. Man, you can barely even see them. They're still good. I can't tell if these props were or weren't actually made for the model for the game, but they're quite nice. You know, they're very simple, but it's just something not a lot of modders do. Fine, another bombing run.
Cannons charged.
Prepare to target the enemy.
They should be dead after this, right?
Enemies in range.
Attack.
No?
Locking on.
Nothing? Yeah, let's just resolve that. I don't like hunting down the stragglers, it has to be said. Ball propping, yeah.
System control achieved.
You,
Building under construction. Building started.
you. These do actually give you garrisons, right?
Construction complete.
Don't actually know. Okay, now over to Shangri-La. Let's bring a bit more stuff this time.
On my way, sir.
You know what? I don't think we really gave the Secular a good chance. Ah, good. Now we can actually upgrade these. So this is the Allegiance 1. Praetor 2, which costs a fuck ton. And the Secular 2. I'm gonna go for Praetor 1. Fuck it, let's just queue this up as well.
Upgrade in progress.
Is this worth? I mean, Allegiances are quite nice. I do like myself an Allegiance. However, I think with the Praetor we already have enough firepower as it is. Speaking of which, let's not build some. Never mind.
Construction complete.
Right, Shangri-La. Oh, they actually got Mon Mothma down here. Let's send down the arc. What? Oh, they're attacking Corsa again. Well, this time we have turbo lasers. No, it really isn't. Alright, so let's just get over here again.
Support fire ready.
As fast as we can.
Base shields up.
Fire. This guy can just stand here and keep firing. Can this actually fire from there? Wow. Let's see, how many of these turbo lasers do we get? If I recall correctly, Coruscant has like a fuck ton of these. Right, it's got 2 here. It's got 2 more there, covered by the base shield. It's got 1 there. It's got 1 there. It's got 2 over here, again covered by the base shield. That's OP as fuck. The hell is that?
Destroyed.
Bang.
Unit destroyed.
Was that used for something else? I think that was used for
destroyed.
something else. Why do I hear unit destroyed?
Unit destroyed. Unit destroyed.
Maybe I shouldn't be rushing these in there.
Unit destroyed. Unit destroyed.
Well, turbo lasers really don't do a lot of damage, do they? Yeah, we're getting a ton of fucking turbo lasers on this map. Can't even upgrade the base shield?
Awaiting orders.
Alright. It's just right click and then everything dies. I love it.
Awaiting orders.
Bam. Oh wow, we're actually capturing the landing zone.
Ready for recon.
That dude is doing it. Well, he was doing it. Let's see, do we have any more infantry? Yes, we do. We do actually need to get that.
Unit destroyed.
Passage is currently being blocked off. What if I load everything into you? Now you guys just drive right over them if you can. You need to not run. We need to get you guys right over there.
Reporting.
Just start moving. Don't worry. They're enemy infantry.
Yes, sir. Going. Transport here.
Much like that. Now go.
Transport ready. En route. Juggernaut ready. Let's go.
Oh, I can't actually.
Keep going. This way. Over there. Acknowledged. Destination set.
Ah, come on.
Proceeding. On my way.
It really doesn't do much though, because every time you run over one of these motherfuckers, they stun you. So let's just unload our troops and start capturing this thing.
Armored transport ready.
Yes, sir.
Right, you didn't actually get in.
Roger.
This is sprint, right? Assault. Run at full speed and increase rate of fire for a short duration.
Reporting in.
Do it. Wait, what? I was about to say, these are clone troopers. How the hell are they attacking me with my own troops? Oh, right. You need to not be there.
Squad, advance. Move out.
Run, 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 run. They actually killed all my stormtroopers.
Ready. Target acquired.
And now they're getting out.
Form up. Right away.
Yes, Commander. As you wish.
You know what? Let's not have this happen, because... I mean, there may only be single guys, but single guys are enough to capture reinforcement points. So much unique shit in this one.
Armed and ready.
Okay, you move over there, you move over there, you move over there. You may get stunned upon trample, but... don't do that.
Right away. Copy that.
You know, these can probably trample as well. What if we just block the exit with these things? Just like so. And just kind of sit there. Can you not fire your cannon that low? Maybe not. These are some really big fucking cannons though. These cannons are larger than some starships. Well, the weapons on some starships. Though are they larger than some? Yeah, I suppose they're also larger than some fighters. Which is kind of silly if you think about it. Are they finally stopping sending guys down here? They keep just sending infantry. Endless infantry.
Awaiting orders.
Meanwhile, they're all just dying.
Affirmative.
Go on.
Target confirmed. Advance. There they are.
What, you need to get that close to hit them? Well, at least he's killing them. Quite nicely, actually. That blaster is really good.
Blast them. All right, men. Load your weapons.
Reporting. Yes, sir.
They're getting through.
Copy.
Stop them. There's actually nothing here to defend this.
Copy.
But I need these tanks down here to kind of hold the fort down. Bull there in the corner. Let's fire upon that. Let's pull one of you over here because this is getting very, very scary. Can you hit that from there? You need to kill that very quickly. You missed. That's not acceptable.
Attack. Fire.
Transport ready.
Shit. Alright, now we got a war on two fronts.
Ready.
And only enough artillery to cover one.
Armored transport ready.
Commander. Open fire.
Ready. Weapons armed.
Right, we still got all of this, which I kind of forgot about. I may or may not have forgotten about that.
Always ready, sir.
ATPTs. These should be able to deal with the infantry. I hope. Blaster and grenade launcher.
Awaiting orders.
These, of course, great at running over large clumps of infantry, so you're going right in there. Got a whole bunch of turbo lasers just sitting there. I mean, when they hit, they do a lot of damage to infantry. However, they do have to actually hit them. Are these more of these clone troopers? Yeah, they're just sending my own stormtroopers out here at this point.
Copy. Moving out.
You can just hear the crunch. These things are so dumb.
Out. All out, troops. They're in my sights. Let's move out.
They're actually really OP against infantry because you can just do this. I mean, they do die fairly quickly. I bet it's cost ineffective. But
Roll out. Deploying.
just the fact that you can do this.
In attack position.
Alright, that actually got shot up from over there.
We are victorious.
Fuck! Finally! These invasions are taking a long time. We need more firepower down here. How about we build some 8080s here? Personal skiff model 4. So many obscure... Oh, we already were building them. Good.
Unit
Build
in
some more.
production.
Right. Now, Chandrilla. Apparently they have Mon Mothma here. This is a nice... Why do you use so much fog? Like, I hate that so much. Like this...
Shields up.
If you zoom out, now everything that's an object at least is white. The terrain doesn't get that white, but the objects do. Now you can see all the objects down here in pure white, while the terrain doesn't get affected as much. I really hate that. Oh, sorry, you should not have. Class Elite.
Choose your reinforcements.
I'm afraid Mon Mothma has seen the end of the rebellion here. We were only landing one of these at a time, apparently, which is not great. Slowly they're dying, you know, to these giga cannons. Okay, well, maybe not. We can still just obliterate everything here. Again, we can't capture any command points, but that should be fine. Right, these T3B shouldn't be that much of a problem. The only problem with these is their lack of vision. Americans pay the price for their lack of vision. By getting repeatedly shot at from long range while unable to actually do anything about it. That is how we pay for our lack of vision. In HP. Pure HP. How is that still alive? Kill that thing. How many giga cannons does it take to screw Mon Mothma? Apparently a lot. More than 5 is the correct answer. Those goddamn free runs. Ooh, that thing blew up in one go.
Bombing run available.
Right, let's see what we get out of the bombing run this time. TIE bombers. Excellent. Didn't fire at the shield generator. Good thing to have found it here anyway. Let's move over there. What are these? Bunkers. Right. Well, they can't currently fire at me, so... What the hell is that? That thing must be firing. So let's take it out. The only problem is the plasma cannons only really fire when you attack. Or when you right-click on the target. I don't think if you attack move they fire on their own. Let's test this. They do. Good. Good.
Choose your reinforcements.
Let's, oh, look at this. This is all just open field. We can just artillery them all down. Well, not that I brought enough artillery to do that, but... I brought some.
Unit destroyed.
Alright, boys, you need to kill these.
Form up.
Can you even hit that from here?
Fire! Open fire! Attack that target! Awaiting orders.
Reinforcement point contested.
Don't let them contest that reinforcement point now.
Copy. Ready for duty. Attacking target. Fire at will. Attacking.
Why is it still going down? Hello. Boys, why are we still losing command
Moving
points?
to destination.
Okay, we're not. Good.
Choose your reinforcements. Reinforcements cancelled.
Okay, which means that I'm just going to set you guys up there and then you up there, and I'm just gonna let you guys fire at whatever you want. Because you can basically reach across the entire map from here. Don't move all the way up. You don't need to get that close to the enemy to fire. We are losing all of these. I mean, they're doing a tremendous amount of damage, but vam everything down. Can you guys not hit this? Are we stuck with artillery that can't actually fire across an open field? Come on, they're rebels in an open field, Ned. No? No? Okay.
Artillery
Well,
online.
get you guys up there then. Now we're just losing units. Very well, let's entrench ourselves around this open field. Should still be able to hit. Right, can't do that, because I don't have vision.
Yes, sir. On the way. Right away. Moving out.
Why can I not right click on this? To disable it. Game? What's the game doing? Does that mean that all the progress we just made is now